It is now 11:16, and exactly what we'd call a luxurious day.
No.
Wasn't bad today. I mean, we had the sun.
Yeah, we had the sun. You're
That's
right.
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're thinking ahead to tomorrow
Okay.
and the next day and the next day and the next day. It's going to get a little sour this week, but it's okay because we've been through it before, right? We've had cloudy days,
Sure.
we've had cloudy streaks, and it does start tomorrow. Here's the positive. Always like to put a positive spin on it, when there is one at least. We're in the 40s, all right? And it's going to be steady through the 40s probably the next 72 hours. So there you go. Rush hour forecast out the door on your Tuesday morning. Some cloudy skies tomorrow morning, spotty showers. More of the same in the evening. Spotty showers around. By no means are we going to have hours of rain. It's just going to rain and then dry up and then rain and dry up. And that will happen really over the next 2 days. Cloud cover over the last 2 weeks, all right? The yellow's the sunshine. Here's Sunday. We had a nice sunny day. Notice how we went through this streak of clouds. Last Sunday through last Saturday, we had a lot of cloud cover around here. More of the same this week. Hopefully we can break out of it, get some sunshine when it's all said and done. But it's really very hard to get sunshine this time of year. That's why the last 2 days were so special. We've got spotty showers in the forecast tonight. Notice the models cleared it up. It had some rain here. Reason why, we've got dry air in place. And I show that because a lot of that rain is evaporating before it actually hits the ground. Big picture, we've got two jet streams in play. The northern jet coming down. This brings the cold air north of it. It's all north of us for right now, but that combined with the southern jet, this is called the subtropical jet that brings the moisture. Both of these, you notice, are close together. The squeeze plays on. So the pattern this week, with that squeeze play, you're literally bringing air in, air in. It can't go in the ground, so it goes up into the atmosphere. So you've got a lot of lift along this frontal boundary, and that means waves of rainfall, mainly for areas down to the south, down towards Tennessee. But we're getting clipped by some of this. You can see, for example, some heavier rain down towards Tennessee, but we get this little area of moisture in here that's producing some light showers, even as we speak, across northeast Ohio. Closer look, you can see some of these showers getting up in areas of Stark County, Massillon getting some rain right now. This will head into, Coventry over towards Portage Lakes here shortly. Really not a lot, though, and the reason why is because we've got very dry air. The dew points right now, this measures how humid it feels in the summertime. Well, we still get that reading in the wintertime. When you get dew points in the teens, this is super dry air where you're zapping yourself on everything, right? So a lot of this rain as it falls in the atmosphere is just drying up. But that will change. Our dew points are going to come up as we go throughout the morning hours. No longer will you be zapping yourself on anything metal outside. Eventually, we're going to have a little moisture in the atmosphere as well. National Design Mark hour by our forecast. Let's talk about your rainfall chances. Notice it's just scattered. Here's tomorrow morning. We're locked into the clouds, but we're also locked into 40s. By afternoon, we get another little wave of some light rain in here, still 40s, and then a couple more showers around here tomorrow evening. Overall, not much of a change on Wednesday. We should have one final wave of some moisture in here on Wednesday at some point. Model not picking up on it. Watch what happens late in the day, though. A little bit of dry air comes in here. We'll get a break from the clouds, but it looks to be Wednesday night as of right now. Big picture across the country. This is the drought monitor. Look how dry it's been, right? We're starting to put a dent in this out west, but it's also been dry from Ohio down towards Tennessee. I'm going to overlay the rain over that extended forecast and notice where the rain falls. This is much needed for much of the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. Not a lot for us, but some. So let's go extended, right? I know a lot of you, kind of want the snow this time of year, right? Before Christmas, it's okay. So let's look for it. Well, we've got a wave of rainfall here. As we get into the latter half of the week, this is where the weather gets interesting. We get a bigger storm system in here on Friday. Models have dried out a lot of this initial push of rain in here. Bottom line, we're still going to go rain on Friday at some point, maybe later in the day. But Friday night, do we get enough cold air in here to change over to some heavy wet snow perhaps? The signature back towards Chicago and Indiana is indicating maybe a couple inches of wet snow. It just depends on how cold that air mass gets, not just here at the surface, but up in the atmosphere. We could get a little snow from that, but I wouldn't really count on it. The bigger picture is next week, and this is agreed on all the models that some kind of big system comes at us. This is a week from today, and notice this system, whatever it looks like, brings rain and then perhaps a much colder air mass on the backside. This is the week before Christmas. We're starting to lead into that, right? So we could use a good cold spell around here. I don't see a whole lot of it. Your Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast, I do see that temperature drop in the extended, but boy, it is so hard to get cold air in here and to lock it in to produce all that snow. Nothing really big here over the extended, but we're still, inching up to that time around Christmas where I know we just want some white stuff on the ground.
Or at least some sun.
Sun or snow, either way, either
Sun or
S
snow.
would be okay.
I don't think I've ever seen the word falling spelled out on the 10-day
Well,
forecast.
the latter days in that forecast, Russ, they can't carry the down arrow that you like, so I have to write the word falling.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
So, yeah, a little inside
Yeah, thank you.
baseball.
More
there.
than we wanted to know, but thank you very much, Matt. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.